do a super long stream today. Got some stuff to do. But yeah, I have like a little bit of time to kill and not like super bored, but like figured I'd just come on and stream real quick. But yeah. Also looking for this document, cannot find it, it's so annoying. But hopefully people start to trickle in soon, and we can have a pretty fun, quick stream, and probably stream again later if I got time. If I don't, it is what it is. But that's why I figured I'd start streaming now. Come here. Come here. He's right here. Come here. Look. Look. Look at the camera. Look. Look at the camera. Come here. Yeah, we have a special guest today, guys. What do you have to say? What do you have to say for yourself? Say something interesting. But yeah, should I do more dog streams? Is that what the people want? You're just sniffing. Sniffy. This is what I do because you leave me. Yeah, we had a pretty fun stream last night. Hi, son, how are you today? Why are you calling me son? Is there something my mother didn't tell me? I'm pretty good though, how are you? Nothing to complain about. Awesome, yeah. Wanna say hi? Say hi. He's shy. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, dude, this guy is so fluffy, it's like hilarious. Come say hi to everyone. What's up, like seriously, how's everything? I can't read that. I don't know what to say to that. But yeah, it seems like we got some more people in here. Hope everyone's having a good day. I thought it normally translates it, but I guess not. Maybe it's just sometimes. But yeah, just what did I do today? I just went to the gym, chilling out, doing some work. Figured I'd turn on a stream. What's up, Bryson? I almost said Brian. I was like, oh, I can't read. I look like a true Sigma. I don't think that's a good thing, right? Like I don't know like anyone that actually calls themselves like a Sigma or like an Alpha. I think that's just like kind of cringe. Part of the states you in? East Coast. Why you keep asking me that, Dakota? I, 'cause- 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 ' You are a true Sigma, okay. Again, I don't know if that's a compliment or if that's an insult. I don't know what to do with that. Can I dance? I mean, I can kickbox, so I guess I could dance. I don't know, though. What's up, Letitia? I hope I said that right. What are you doing? This guy over here is causing a disturbance. Hey. What are you doing? You live in Tokyo? That's cool. I want to visit there at some point. Bro, what are you doing? Look at this guy. What do you think you're doing? Talk about Neville Goddard. I mean, what aspect of it? I think that's like a very broad concept. I mean, to me, like the most inspiring aspects of it are like the creative aspects. So it's like, even if I want people to stop focusing on the results. Focus on how it changes your creativity. Focus on how it allows you to take inspired action and not worry about the circumstances. Think of like Picasso or Da Vinci. Like, do you think Da Vinci was worried about his bills, or do you think he was so solely focused and so solely attentive on doing the Mona Lisa that everything else faded into the background? And when you create from that, I think you create the greatest works, and that's really the secret. Like, the belief that you can artistically create something, the belief that you can do something and not worrying about it, and just putting all your focus and attention into it. But the moment you start to worry about things, the moment you take your attention and time from those things, is the inferior product. Tomorrow is your birthday. Well, happy early birthday. Did I watch anime? I like, what is it, Baki? Baki's like the only anime I like. I have no idea why. I've tried to watch other ones. But okay, I watched Dragon Ball when I was little a little bit, but like, again, it's... The thing about it is, like, when I watch TV, I don't want to have to like read. I read enough as it is. Like, it's not relaxing to me. No, I'm not saying free Diddy. What? I don't know that song. Most attractive nationality? I don't know. I have to say Caribbean because that's what my girlfriend is. Do you have a crush? Yes, I do. She's the love of my life. You just did. Damn, you got me there. You have a good place to vacation in the US? I mean, like, suggestions? I think it depends what you want to do. I mean, obviously, like, if you're not from the US, it's probably worth it to go to New York once. It's probably worth it to go LA or somewhere in California. But there's a lot of really cool places to see in the country, like Yellowstone, Grand Canyon. Those are things you'll never see anywhere else. And yeah, stuff like that. It really depends on what you want to do, though. To me, vacation is not like being around a billion people. To me, vacation is relaxing. So I don't, like, if I go somewhere, I don't want to do anything. I think people focus more on the results rather than sticking with the process. Yeah. I think the more you focus on the results, the more you're going to miss the point. The point of it is to change who you are. The point of it is to change your thought process and create the type of person that can do whatever it is that you're trying to do. I think it's more psychological than it is like mystical to me. I don't know who Felix is. Your cat went missing? Damn. I want to see a snow. Dude, if you want to see snow, go to the Rocky Mountains. Like, you'll literally be at the bottom of the mountain and it'll be like 80 degrees, and then you go up to the top and it's like 30, and there's snow, and then there's elk, and then there's stuff. It's so cool. Like Colorado, that area. I'm sure there's other places that I'm not thinking of right now, but it really depends like what time of the year that you're going to. Like there's probably times when the Appalachia is covered in snow. I don't even know how tall it is. I don't know if there's enough um, height for snow, but Colorado is a pretty good bet. I went to Colorado when I was younger, and like I've never seen so many animals. Like I don't. I look in my state. There's like deer and stuff, but aside from that, there's not really anything. But like seeing like a giant moose, seeing elk, seeing like rabbits and foxes, and like just a bunch of stuff is just awesome. To me, like the less people you see, the more animals you see. I feel like that's my ideal habitat. Like this guy right here, just happy as can be. Dude has no care in his life. What confuses me about the U.S. is price so low. Yeah, I mean, it's the opposite for me. Like if I went there, I'd hear 50,000 and be like, holy shit, what is that? You know what I mean? But yeah, I love your dog so much. Yeah, me too. He's awesome. He's like very high maintenance. Like if you leave him for 2 seconds, he's like mischievous. It's like kind of hilarious. But then you pet him and then you're like, oh my god, he's so cute. Like he can do no wrong. It's like it's kind of frustrating sometimes though, because you could tell he's like I wouldn't say manipulating, but just using he's taking advantage of his cuteness. Like right now, he's being a bad boy, but like what the hell's he doing? Get out of there! Get out of there! Come on! What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you being troublesome? He like he sits at the bottom of the stairs too and just looks sad at you when you leave. It's so sad. What is dog? He's a Shih Tzu. I'm at the gym and I turned my music off for this. Can you sing with your best opera voice? No, I cannot. You guys don't. I don't think you guys want to hear me sing yet. I'm a very good singer, but it's like I don't even know if it's stage fright. It's just like um I don't know. I just don't want to like sing for people. The only person I sing for is my girlfriend. Should I give him a treat? What do you think about the law of manifestation? What do you mean by that? I mean, if you're just talking about manifestation in general, I mean, it's just like if you're a believer in any sort of faith that you believe in it, it's just to what degree can you create what it is that you want? That's the determining factor. I mean, even if you think about prayer, like most of the people that are opposed to like Neville Goddard stuff is like they talk about prayer and like you should pray and repent. And it's like, what do you think this whole thing is about? It's just they believe that you need to sit down and do it versus just think. What's up, Sophia? How's everything? What is your favorite movie or show? Good boy. My favorite movie, probably The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. I think that's like a pretty fair movie to say is my favorite. I just watched Spider-Man 2, so that's like pretty fresh in my mind. Stuff like that. My favorite show right now is probably Reacher, just because it's like, I don't know, it's just it doesn't like try to preach, it doesn't try to tell a message, it's just like action, which I think has been missing from a lot of media today. Like it's just pure mindless action, good story, interesting characters, good intrigue, stuff like that. Is watching me now. So I don't know what that is. He's a Shih Tzu Poodle mix. What are you doing? Your brother's favorite show is The Simpsons. The Simpsons, I feel like, I don't know, the newer stuff's not as funny, but the older episodes are like really, really good. Like maybe one of the best shows ever. It's a movie about the Hollywood dream and how fake it is. I believe it. I mean, Hollywood's like the reality of Hollywood's like a lot darker than anyone really wants to admit. Sniffy. He wants to say hello. Bark. Wow. He's camera shy. You have to go to Hawaii today? That's cool. I want to go to Hawaii at some point. What are you looking for? What's up, DJ? How's everything? Get it. Get it. Get it. I've never heard of that movie. Where's your leash? You wanna go on a walk? You wanna go on a walk? Should I take him on a walk, guys? I see a grown man cry watching Sound. I mean, if you want to see a grown man cry, just play that one episode of what is it? Avatar, where Iroh cries about his son dying. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You live in 10 hours? What? What does that mean? Come on. Oh, you leave in 10 hours. Do you call Avatar an anime? Okay, so the story with that is most people would. I don't know if it's considered it. It is animated, so it is sort of an anime, but it's like a very like commercialized, a very Americanized like version of what anime is. I think it's a really good story, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily anime. I wonder. I mean, I hope she did. What do you do when you feel like your best years are getting behind you? Because I feel like that sometimes. I mean, the more you dwell on it, the worse it becomes. I mean, what's the point of life without change? You know what I mean? If you're I don't know what stage of life you're at, but like if you're less physically capable, then it means you have to be more mentally capable. Like it's all about adapting, it's all about growing, it's all about taking whatever lesson you can from life. The Stoic philosopher Seneca had one of the greatest sentiments where he's coming to grips with his old age, and what he's basically saying is, I really don't care that I am not as physically capable, because now I'm not reliant on my physical capabilities. Now my mind, now my wisdom is going to shine through. And, you know, had I not been forced to rely on my wisdom, I don't think my wisdom would have compounded as much as it has. And I mean, he also had the sentiment that as he grows older, as he faces old age, as he must, you know, face the fact that he is running out of time, each second is more and more valuable simply because it has to be. Every second that goes by is a increase in the amount of time that you have less of. So you need to value it more and more so you appreciate it more and more. Think about a conversation with a loved one on their deathbed. You know what I mean? How meaningful is it for them to tell you that they love you one last time? It perhaps is one of the greatest moments of their life. Even though they're in face of death, they are still able to tell you how much they mean to you. Like it's little things like that you really need to hone in on. So don't focus on like what you're losing, focus on what you're gaining. I feel it a Hollywood take on anime. Yeah, that's probably a good way to put it. I have to leave to get ready. Have a good time in Hawaii. That one crazy girl, that's an interesting name. How's it going? Come here. Come here. Come here, get in the horse. Come here. Yeah, I mean, she just kept saying, I mean, what would you do if you were in a tornado, man? Would you like be freaking out or would you be calm? Hawaii is an island like Tokyo. Hawaii is like I want to say, I don't know how many islands. It's a lot of islands though. There's like a few really big ones and then there's a lot of small ones. But Hawaii is over an active volcano, so like new islands are springing up every single year. Some of them are inhabited, some of them aren't. I don't know the best way to I don't know the best way to say it. What's up, fella? How's everything? Thank you for the super chat. That's awesome. It's so weird seeing that. Come here. Come here. Bro, he won't get in his leash. I just want to take him on a walk. Come here. Come here. Has 1,200 islands? Okay, so it's probably similar, yeah. I mean, Japan's similar, right? Japan's a lot of islands. Or am I wrong? Dude, I don't remember this stuff anymore. I haven't studied history. I haven't studied geography in so long. A lot of my information I just like pull out of my ass, and if it's correct, it's correct. If it's not, it's not. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, but for fun and adventure, I have this preconceived notion that your younger years are the best. That's one way to look at it. Yeah. Well, you can still take that childlike energy to the rest of your life. I don't know if it's like I don't know the best way to categorize it as childlike. It's just, that's your natural state. As you get older, as time, gives you more and more negative impulses, you become less and less happy, you become less and less enthusiastic, you become less and less fun. So what I really think it is just like, we need to find that childlike spirit. Like, you still have the same want and need to go outside and go play in the sand and, go run around and go in the ocean. Like, we also have that urge, it's just we don't listen to it as much. So you still have that same curiosity, you still have that same fun, you still have that same energy. It's just you're not embracing it. And I mean, this is what we see when we see like midlife crises. All a midlife crisis is like a guy realizing like, man, I've been wasting my time. I want to have some fun. I want to relax. I want to do something that inspires me, that makes me happy. You know what I mean? Yeah, but world is like grow up and act your age. Dude, why are you going to listen to the world? You know what I mean? Like, why listen to convention when convention is, dictated by people you don't like? You know what I mean? Think about like most societal conventions is just like fear mongering. It's like, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, but it's like, who are you to tell me what to do? You know what? Like, if I'm not harming anybody, if I'm not doing anything wrong, if I'm not like in any way bringing down others, why are you going to tell me what to do? And why should I listen to someone that's like trying to take me away from who I am? I think the greatest thing you can do in life is be yourself. The greatest thing you can do in life is embrace your unique aspects and, just try to spread that with the world. Plant your head. What does that mean? Do a backflip? I can't do a backflip, no. What's up, Sarah? My bad, I didn't say hi earlier. Is dog happy? Yeah, look at him. Sniffy. Look at him. Good boy. Good boy. Unless your unique aspects are whack as fuck. I mean, dude, all of our unique aspects are whack as fuck. It's just a matter of perspective. It's like, the things I like are weird as hell to a lot of people. I like reading philosophy. I like reading religion. I like meditating. I like, going around on walks in my neighborhood and just appreciating everything that I see. You know what I mean? It's like, I think we can all say that we're weird to somebody, and it's just, who the fuck cares if you're weird? Who cares? There's like, it doesn't matter if someone thinks you're weird if you're happy. If you're happy, that's the only thing that matters. There's always gonna be people that say, all right, you're a weirdo, we don't like you, this, that. Like, I mean, the best example is even Jesus had haters. It's really that plain and simple. I think it was Nietzsche said that if Buddha came back today, he'd be killed. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like there's nothing in this world that you can do that won't draw criticism. Are you gonna be petrified by that criticism, or are you gonna just persist and keep going? Not mine, speak for yourself. I think life is when you spend time with people, because what is the point? No one you know. I mean, certain people need to be around people. I'm more of an introvert, to be frank. Like, don't get me wrong, I do appreciate spending time with people, but it's like selective. Like, I don't like being in crowds. I don't like being around people that I have like a surface level relationship with. But if I have a deeper relationship, I feel like I could be with most people all day. Then again, I feel recharged when I'm alone. That's just something that helps me. So again, I think it's different for different people, but I see what you're saying. Oh, you mean as in yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying as in society, which maybe for some people, I don't necessarily like that. I don't like conformity though. Why would I say that? Bro, the guy he offered like a $50 million bail and it got denied. So like, I don't know if that's really someone I should throw my hat behind. I don't think that's someone I should really support. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? He's just a human after all. I mean, he is a human, but like the thing about that argument is like I want to believe that everyone is capable of forgiveness, that everyone is capable of changing their ways, but like there's also the element of like certain people have done so much harm that it's like, where's the justice for the other people? Okay, Schopenhauer, society is pain. Or you just take that from Schopenhauer's fucking essays or something. That's literally all, it's the whole philosophy. If you might, dude. This guy would take down a Rottweiler. What are you talking about? He's vicious. His don't get you wrong. His fur might look soft, but he's wicked at heart. Do you feel a battle between wanting solitude and seeking company? No. I mean, I don't really have much resistance in my life. I don't like force myself to really do anything anymore. Maybe in the past I did. Maybe in the past I felt the pull of wanting to be productive and then wanting to have friends. But nowadays it's like I just go with the flow. I go with the ebbs and flows. Like sometimes I want to be myself. Sometimes I want to do creative things. Sometimes I want to sit down and write. Other times I just want to hang out, hang out with my girlfriend, talk to my friends. Like, you know what I mean? It's when I want to do something, I do it. When I don't want to do it, I don't force it. His face says otherwise. I'm telling you, he's vicious, man. He's what are you doing? Bad boy. Bruh, this guy's such a troublemaker. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? You got me to say it, yeah. Bro. Why do you want me to hit a dog? What are you, Michael Vick? Such an evil thing to say. Dogs are like the best. Who was it? It was Aldous Huxley said something like he said something like to every dog their owner is Napoleon, hence the prevalence of dogs. His face triggers you. How could his face trigger you? It's so cute. Hey, how the hell do you even do that? Your Dixie wrecked. What is that? Hey, this guy is such an issue. What do you think you're doing? I look away for 2 seconds and you destroy things? Come here. Come here. You gonna be a good boy now? You're gonna keep destroying things. I swear, this dog. You can't rent your home? Damn. McRibs never destroy anything. What's up, Rockman? How's everything? What's his name? His name is Cliffy. We named him after Clifford the Big Red Dog. The McRib is king of kings. I've never had a McRib. Is it worth it? I'm pretty good. What do you think you're doing? I've literally never had a McRib. I don't know, I don't really like pork. You learned English from watching a stream like this? Okay, that's a lot of pressure because I feel like my English is very poor. I curse way too much to learn from. I wouldn't say I'm the best example. Your Rottweiler would never do anything against him. Curse is a big part of language. It shows deep anger. I mean, yeah, but the thing about cursing is you can express it in other means. I don't think cursing is usually the best way to. Like if I'm angry, I can, use better words to actually describe what I'm feeling. Bro, this guy's vicious. I'm telling you, the Rottweiler doesn't want. The Rottweiler doesn't want what he's got. Look at it. He's vicious. English and a Dutcher? What does that mean? The McRib directed Godfather 1 and 2. What directed part 3? Was it the Whopper? It was Baconator? Get him down. No, he's being a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Oh yeah, he took down a Siberian tiger. Dude, he's the reason why the saber-tooth tigers are extinct, this guy over here, so. I've actually never watched part 3. Someone told me not to watch it, I'm like really happy I didn't. Do you talk to your dog like a real person about your problems? No. I don't really struggle with any problems. Like a lot of the things I struggle with is literally just stress. It's not like, it's like something that bothers me for like 20 minutes and then I'm just like, reframe it. Don't make me go there. What do you mean? Would your dog take out all the woolly mammoths or something? Hey, what do you think you're doing? These shoes are better to learn English in the dictionary. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I feel like I'm like a good, actually I don't even know if I would say I'm a good mix of like, I like talk less educated and very educated at the same time. That's the best way to put it. Oh my God, bro, stop. What do you think you're doing? Bro just wants to misbehave right now. Wonder why T-Rexes are extinct. Yeah, I was wondering, what's the reason? The McRib helped us get to the moon. I believe it, man. Maybe I have to get one after this stream, right? What's the reason for the T-Rexes? You just thought the gym as 2 cuties walked in? Damn. Did you ever cry during a movie? Not that I can remember. Maybe when I was little. I have no idea. They were extinct because they couldn't open doors. Very true. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come here. Go. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come here. Why are you just looking at me? This guy just misbehaving. Cried during Blair Witch. I've actually never seen that. Is that worth watching? There's like a lot of movies that like I've just never seen that I've heard about. Oh, now you come when there's a treat. Sit. 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 Ah, I tricked you. I got you. He got bamboozled. How long was stream for? 40 minutes. This is like the longest stream I've done in so long. Do self-help books really help? I think it depends on the book. I think it depends on the person. I would say take everything you read in a self-help book with a grain of salt. A lot of it is like, a lot of it's not really going to do anything unless you fundamentally change how you think about issues, how you change how you approach problems. I think that's really like the genesis of self-help books. Like if you can reframe things to make them more positive, you can reframe things to change the way you view certain words, change the way you view failure, change the way you view success. I think that's really all you need to know. don't get me wrong, there's certain books that are like How to Win Friends and Influence People, I think are must reads. Psycho Cybernetics is one that I really think everyone should read. Maybe even Think and Grow Rich, things like that. Like there's certain ones that are really going to speak to you, are really going to give you some good tools to address some problems in life. But the vast majority of them are like very repetitive, very much the same. So I think it depends. You think you saw me in American History X? I've never seen the movie, but I think I know what it's about. That wasn't me. Bro, I just lost my hair. I don't know, like, just unfortunate. How long is the cybernetics one and what's it about? I think it's like 250 pages. It's just about, so the premise of the book is that there was a plastic surgeon, and he realized that the biggest changes didn't come from the actual physical changes of his patients, they came from the mental changes. So one of the examples that was the funniest to me was there was a guy with a job, like his nose really wasn't that big, but he thought that when he was in these meetings that like everyone was staring at his nose, so he would like basically like he would just ruin these business deals because he thought someone was looking at his nose, and meanwhile they're just like, maybe they're just objecting to this one point, maybe they're this, but like he was so in his own head that like he was hurting himself in the business sphere. And then the minute the nose gets changed, he becomes the top salesman of the company. And it's really just how we view ourselves, how we project ourselves into the world, how we think others are viewing us has such a pull on your life. And the moment you begin to change the narrative, the moment you begin to accept a new identity about yourself is the moment you accept a new life. That's the point of it. It's super interesting. The examples are really good, and the way that he goes about explaining how to change your perception of yourself is just awesome. You look like Agent 47. I get that all the time. Thanks. Is that a good thing or bad thing? I'm doing pretty good, Harsh. How are you? Do you have any more books of Osho in your mind? I mean, I was talking about Creativity by Osho the other day. I picked up the. Actually, I've had this book, but I started reading it the other day, The Book of Secrets, and I was like, I wasn't in the right mindset to read it, but I've actually been listening to some of his old interviews recently, and they're sticking in my mind more and more. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna go back to more of Eastern ideology. I'm gonna study pretty soon. So yeah, but Osho has such a like hold on my mind when it comes to certain concepts. Like I mean, most of my understanding of Taoism, most of my understanding of Eastern ideologies is through Osho. So he'll always have that part of my head. My great grandfather Baldwin used to say, "Grass doesn't grow on a busy street." He was a millionaire, extremely successful. That's pretty cool. Where did you misplace it? You're an asshole. What's up? I don't know how to say your name. It's the best thing. Are those games worth playing? I've never played them. I know they made a movie, and I'm just pissed that they didn't choose me for it. They also, I have such a good answer to what's the weirdest movie you've seen. I also got pissed that they didn't cast me for Lex Luthor. Come on. You already know I would have been the best Lex Luthor they could have picked. The weirdest movie I've ever seen was there's a streaming service called Tubi, and they have free movies, and like there's ads, and that's literally their business model. And they have some of the worst movies you'll ever see. But me and my girlfriend were watching this movie last night. It was The Grinch That Stole Bitches. It's if you can like make it more than 20 minutes this movie, like I really applaud you. It was so bad that like I was just nonstop laughing. Like I don't even know if you would consider it acting. The special effects are like I could do on my phone. It's genuinely like if you want a really bad movie to watch and laugh at, you should watch that. The Grinch That Stole Bitches. It's so funny. I hope when my hair starts to go, it starts from the bottom. the most impactful thing I've heard Osho say is that people hold on to sadness just to avoid the feeling. Yes, that's really awesome sentiment. I think what Osho says about democracy is the most impactful. I hope you get that one. I hope you get that one. To me, the thing about that Osho, like the Osho quote that sticks with me the most is you can only allow people to hurt your feelings if you want them to. And everything comes from the self. Every response you have to everyone is dictated by you. And if you let someone get to you, then you're allowing it. Versus if you just ignore it, if you just let it pass through and don't linger on it, then nothing can hurt you. But the people are redacted. That's a perfect way to put it. Dude, I'll watch old Osho interviews and I just hear myself like cracking up because here's someone that is like dropping some of the most insightful wisdom you've ever had and just throwing jokes in it. What's up, Fluffy Kitty? I want to eat your pancreas. What is what kind of like that's what Buddha said too. Yeah, I mean, when you really break down a lot of those ideas, they're all the same. I think Buddha said a lot of similar things to the Taoists. I think the Taoists said a lot of similar things to Buddhists. Osho says a lot of similar things to all of them. Same thing with Alan Watts. It's I think it's really just the way it's packaged, the way it's put, and the way it's interpreted that's a little different. But I mean, even if you've read what was it? Damn, I lost my train of thought. If you read the Perennial Philosophy, it really breaks down every single religion, not just Eastern ones, into the same thing, which is very interesting. Your thoughts on Neville Goddard? I mean, I like him. I think he says a lot of inspiring things. The thing that sticks with me the most, I said this earlier, but the change in consciousness, the change in accepting yourself to be a different person is probably the most inspiring idea you can cling on to. Like everything that everyone else sees is merely a reflection of who you believe yourself to be. So if you change how you see yourself, you will change how everyone sees you and thus how the world treats you. And that is such a beautiful idea. And that is something that I really focus on. I don't focus on the external circumstances that change. I don't focus on the things that I'm trying to get that I'm not getting. I focus on, am I becoming someone new? Am I becoming someone better? Are my ideas shifting? Am I believing myself to be capable of more? Am I believing myself to be more worthy of what it is that I want? That's what I focus on, and slowly but surely, I'm shifting myself into the person who I want to be. Slowly but surely, I'm becoming someone better day after day after day, and that's one of the most inspiring things that you can do. That's such a like a morbid plot. Do you believe in multiple timelines theory? I mean, if you understand quantum physics, you understand that there's a multiverse. I think it's too I think these are ideas that are too like apparent for them not to be true. Um, I don't. I've also have you experienced the Mandela effects? Like to me, that's very convincing. Synchronicity stuff like that. Like some things are too weird for there not to be something else. I don't know like how strongly I cling on to it. I don't know how strongly I go. Oh well, I must be an alternate. Like it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely something that's in the back of my mind. Now, how convinced I am of it, 50-50, but I definitely give it some credit. I subscribe to you. Thank you. Thank you. Zachariah, you're asking me the impossible questions. Oh, that's so messed up when you think about it. Dude, I don't know. Probably Tornado Girl, because that means she survived the tornado, right? Japan, a lot of movies are very morbid. Dude, I just watched a Japanese movie last night about like it was like a zombie movie. They were on a train. I wish I knew the name because you probably know it. They were on a train, and then like only two people survived out of like the hundreds that you like watched through the course of this movie. It was actually a really good movie. It was like a sad ending. I don't want to spoil it, but it was like I was like stressed out. It was like 3 a.m. I'm watching this. I'm like, how am I gonna go to sleep? Parasite was a Japanese. I have no idea what. I've never seen Parasite. I'm a big book reader myself, but mostly read sci-fi, fantasy, and historical fiction. I need to get into more genres because most of what I read is nonfiction. Most of what I read is literally just philosophy and stuff like that. So I'm trying to branch out. I'm literally reading Frankenstein right now. So um, I'm delving more into fiction, but it's difficult for me to like read fiction because there's something in my mind where like I want to like answer fundamental questions to life. Like, what is it all for? What is the meaning of this? Like, what does it mean to be human? Like if the book can answer questions like this, I'm interested in it, and I need to get it so that I don't need to have these themes. You know what I mean? Get into Book of the New Sun. Okay. Yeah, I've read Intuition by Osho already. That's one of the coolest books I've ever read. Um, I don't know if it must be in that book, but there's the Osho like tells a story of Albert Einstein meeting this woman who could solve math problems through intuition. And Einstein asks her a problem, and even before he finishes the sentence, she answers it. And he goes, "That's a question that only three people in the world could solve. And I know because I'm one of them, and it would take me all day." And it's like there's certain powers of intuition that far exceed any comprehension that we have. I mean, Tesla had one of the greatest intuitions of all time. Tesla had the ability to see an invention and see it with such vivid detail that he could just draw it on paper and then he would invent something new. And it's like we need to give credit to stuff like that because that's where quantum shifts come from. That's where shifts that change the reality that we see come from. I mean, if you look at Einstein himself, Einstein was playing with bubbles in a bubble bath. That's where he discovered the general theory of relativity, I'm pretty sure. And it's like maybe we should give more credit to these sorts of experiences because this is where pure genius comes from. Saguru is fake and cringe. Is he? Why do you say that? I'm just curious. I don't know anything about Saguru. I've listened to a few of his videos. They're pretty interesting, but I maybe he's a little too commercialized. Is that what you're saying? I saw math problems by walking away. Yeah, that's intuition. McRibs. There you are with the McRibs again. Tesla was in love with a pigeon. Yeah, I mean, so is Mike Tyson. Have you heard of Microsoft's new state of matter? No, I haven't. I think it was 3 years old. I think he started talking at three, but I maybe there's another person. But yeah, that is the story that Einstein didn't talk till he was three. Maybe it's 6 years old. If it's 6 years old, then that makes it more impressive. But like, there's something to geniuses not really fitting in as kids. Who isn't in love with a pigeon? Yeah, that is true. More more commercialized and attracts normies. To a certain extent, that's good, but I don't think you can get the depth of um, information across through mass, um, like through seeking a mass audience. You know what I mean? I'll never be mainstream simply for that reason. My stuff is the stuff I talk about. The stuff I'm into is just it's gonna go over most people's heads, and I want it to be that way. I don't want to talk about boring things. I don't want to be um, I love David Goggins, but I don't want to be like someone that's looked to in that light. I want to be someone that like deeply inspires some individuals, not all individuals. I think if you inspire everyone, then you're watering down the message. Osho is another level. Yeah, I listen to Osho and I'm like, there's very few speakers that I listen to and I'm like, I can't do this. I don't have that level of perception. I don't have that level of intuition. Osho's one of them. Like, I listen to Alan Watts. I'm like, I can somewhat do this. I listen to Huxley. I listen to Jung. Again, I can't match Jung's information on psychology, but I can match his rhetoric. I can match stuff like that. But like, there's very few people that speak in a manner that's so unforced and that's so focused. When I speak, like when I speak off the top of my head, don't get me wrong, I hit a lot of points. I can go for hours, but I can't focus it. I can't have purpose behind it. It's like looping. I'll come back and it's like it's not one streamlined thing. Look up Greg put. Okay. What does he talk about? I'm handsome, thank you. I'd say flying rats are more equatable to politicians taking private jets. Yeah. I don't know what Q Kong Chinese technique is. I might be familiar with it. I just don't know the name. Sometimes I feel like you're a Matrix agent. What do you mean? I think I'd have more money if I was, dude. Young and Nietzsche have popping up for me in my algorithm thanks to you. I mean, that's a good thing, right? Do you have a movie recommendation for you? Um, I don't know, man. The last movie that like I watched that I was like, damn, that was a really good movie, Spider-Man 2. If you haven't seen that, you gotta watch it. I also really like Manly P. Hall. Yeah, Manly P. Hall is another one that's like I don't. It would take me a lifetime to get that sort of information. Manly P. Hall wrote The Secret Teachings of All Ages when he was my age. Like, put that in perspective. Like, I feel like I have a lot of information. I feel like I have a lot of things to talk about, but like the the depth of that book is something that is I know like general information. I know a lot of generalities, and I can fill in the gaps with my ideas, with my thoughts. But like this dude did such extensive study. It's really crazy. I think he just must have read old manuscripts like his entire life or something. I look like the one that would play Squid Games for fun now. Greg Platives changed my life. That's cool. If I remember, I'll if you comment on one of my videos and tell me to look them up because I can't do it right now because I'm on my phone. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? It might be. I've never seen The Green Mile. Should I watch it? Die Hard is like I would put it in a Christmas movie because I like watching it. That's the thing. Like Die Hard is one of those movies that like holds up. Like so many movies don't hold up. So many movies you're watching and you're like, this wasn't as good as when I saw it the first time. Whereas Die Hard, you're like, all right, this is awesome. I want your channel to take off. Thank you. Kenny, I hate you. Leave it to Kenny to just bully me. You know what I mean? The other day he's talking about how he doesn't bully me. Wow, look who it is. Okay, I'll definitely check it out at some point. What is Memento about? I haven't watched that. I just watched Inception. I really like that. She doesn't want to be on camera, so she just got her hair done, so I don't think it's like done yet. She'll get mad if I flip the camera around. You got to meet her dog today though, so. Oh, he like tore up like one of the blankets, like the ball things. I literally looked away for 5 seconds and he ripped it in half. I was like, I don't even know how he did it so quickly. Kenny just bullies me because I don't know why. It's probably just out of love. Is she blonde? No, she's definitely not blonde. You're so intrigued. Why are you so intrigued? One day you'll see her. Someone was saying that we should do a food tasting channel. Who was the bad bitch who stole you first? We loses memory after reaction. That seems like an interesting concept. I mean, when I was watching Inception, I was like, this guy really did some research on dreams and really, because dreams are such an interesting topic. And if you look at the works of Jung, if you look at the works of Freud, you can get a lot of insights from your dreams. But I think it's something that's missed a lot of times nowadays. It's not bullying. I'm telling him things which no one would ever think of. I think people would think to call me bald, man. I don't think you're saying anything that no one thinks of. I think every time anyone sees me, they think of that. So it's the best Nolan movie. Better than Dark Knight. That's Nolan, right? Do you meditate? Yeah, I meditate every single day. I don't always do like traditional meditation though. I do several different styles. So some days I will like purely meditate. Other days I like chakra balance or I do other meditative practices. Is there a thought that's never been thought? Wow. If you really break it down, like that's purely semantics, I think. Um, you can say every thought's individual because we all perceive images and symbols and words differently. So you could say every idea is unique simply from the uniqueness of your own perspective, the uniqueness of your own life. Nobody's experienced everything exactly how you have experienced it. Nobody perceives words the same exact manner as you perceive it. Think about if we both were to describe the like a door frame, we would use different language. This different language might line up perfectly, but it's still into infinitesimally small different ways to interpret it. And we all have our own different interpretations of our own lives. If you put this out on a grand enough scale, it creates differences in political opinions, difference in religious affiliations. That's really why we don't agree on anything. So you could say that this principle makes thoughts unique, or you could also say that we all come from the same collective unconscious. So it's like, I think it's very much a semantic argument on how you define these things. It's well, he's just like making fun of me as like a friend. Like friends will like roast each other. It's not like a mean kind of insult. It's just like, yeah, look at you. You know, you can talk about smart things, but you still have no hair. Like that's what my friends say to me. It's like it is what it is, man. Like he means it out of love. Like it's like it's the thing where you just take jabs at your friends because they're your friends. It's not to bring me down. It's not to make me feel less of myself. It's just to show that like we're comfortable enough with each other that we can insult each other. Yeah, yeah, it's just joking around. Have you read Supernatural? Yeah, I've read that by Joe Dispenza. I think his stuff's interesting. Um, my gripe with Joe Dispenza was I was streaming, literally talking about his ideas, and then the stream just cut out because it was copyright. And I was like, I was adding to it. I wasn't taking the material. I was tying together dots that he's never tied together, and I was just pissed from that. But aside from that, I like his stuff. You should make fun of him back. I mean, I'm not gonna make fun of him back because then it's gonna look like I'm bullying someone. You know what I mean? I also don't know him enough personally to be like, oh, there's this about you. Like, it is what it is. You're good at damage control. I mean, the thing is, it's very hard to insult. It's very hard to like get to me because I don't care about my appearance. I don't care about what you think about most of my ideas. It's just when you the only I'm not even gonna reveal it, but it's like you'd have to know me on a personal level. You'd have to like be very close to me to insult me. Like the only people that can deeply hurt me are the people that I'm very close with. Where did the dog go? I had to put him away because he was misbehaving. I have like You look like Jason Statham. Thank you, dude. I was like getting to my car, and the guy's like, "Yo, you're the guy from Fast and Furious." I'm like, "No, I'm not." That was like the best day of my life. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know where you live. You read Metaphysics of War? No, it sounds like an interesting idea though. Is that like a title of a book? I'll pick it up if it is. Vin Petrol. Dude, I'm probably like a foot taller than Vin Diesel, so what is this about? I mean, it's about all types of stuff. I don't I don't stick to one topic. Maybe I should. Maybe that's the right course of approach, but I like to be all over the place. If I don't mind you asking, if you don't mind asking, how old are you? 24. It's the title of the book. Okay, I'll pick it up at some point. I've definitely heard of that book before. What's it about? Give me like a 1 to 2 sentence synopsis of it. Have you ever got a tarot reading done? I was on stream one time and I think someone did a tarot reading for me. It was either that or it was astrological reading. I can't remember though. Maybe I have. I don't know for sure. Peace. Okay, bye. You'll be 24 in a few months. Are you gonna post on Instagram Kobe year? My girlfriend just rolled her eyes when I said that. She's just done with me. I gave her dog too many treats earlier, that's why. You don't celebrate now? Yeah, like to me, celebrating birthdays is just like I don't get it. It doesn't mean anything to me. Like I feel like people like I've forgotten about my birthday several years in a row. Like I didn't realize until people texted me. It's a philosophical, metaphysical, political. Okay, that sounds very interesting actually. Again, I probably won't get to it for a while simply because I have so many things I need to read right now. What Japanese food do you like? I love sushi, man. I'm trying to think what else I like. I don't know. The thing about it here is any Japanese food I have is gonna be like commercialized, so it won't really be like authentic. I think sushi might be the most authentic stuff, but it's not gonna be like what I would get if I was over in Japan. When did you start reading? And what got you into it? Um, I want to say I started reading like religiously, like very consistently, like about a year ago, year and a half ago. And what got me into it was I was already reading a lot, but I wasn't reading anything fun. And I was like coming to the realization that like there's a lot of wisdom, there's a lot of insights locked behind a book, and all I have to do is pick it up. And what really got me into it was just like studying about ideas I was already interested in. This is something I tell people like to get into reading is what you want to do is find a subject that you can already read about all day. So like if you can read about sports all day, get a biography by your favorite athlete. If you can read about science all day, get a book about science that you're interested in. Like literally just do something like that and then slowly work your way up to stuff that you're not as excited about. I try sushi in the USA. It's not bad. You know, it's probably pretty good. It's just like, think about it. Like, you have to commercialize things for Americans because it's just the average American consumer is not going to go out of their way to try something new. They're going to. I mean, just look at like fast food. It's just it's slop. That's all you can say. It's literally shit that they would feed pigs 100 years ago. Like it's just it's filth, and it's you have to market to that audience. So it's just going to be less good. You like Farabin and his deconstruction of science. One of the books that I'm going to read pretty soon is Robert Anton Wilson's what is it? The New Inquisition. That's probably pretty similar. I'm interested for that. Best mod you can get, yeah. Only one that does his job. Earlier, I was like banning people myself. I'm like, wait, why do I give people mods if they don't help me? I don't understand about USA is their obsession with other cultures' foods. I think it's because the US is like a melting pot. I don't think there's like there's a million different restaurants that have a million different cultures. So I think it's like people like to try new things, but you get like the watered down version of it. Like the Chinese food you get here is not real Chinese food. Like it's not the kind of stuff that you would eat in China. It's just like a way more unhealthy version of it. You get paid to mod other channels, really? I assume you have read Robert Greene's books. Yeah, I read most of them. Um, for the most part, like I think I've gotten all. The only ones I haven't read are the Daily Laws and then the 50th Law. Those are the only ones I haven't read. Hypno who? I was looking for him in the chat. I was like, is he here? But I was like, I just realized you were talking shit about him. That's crazy that people get paid to be mods of channels, though. Is it a lot or is it just a little? How is the U.S. school system? I think the U.S. school system is very bureaucratic, and that's good in certain elements because then you can promote a standardized lesson plan. But you see nowadays that the bureaucracy is kind of fat. It's kind of not productive. And I think there's a lot of things that need to be changed about the education system. Most of it is the curiosity. I think they kill a lot of kids' curiosity. I think they kill the ingenuity. I think there's a lot to be desired from the U.S. system, and the more money that are spent on schools, the poorer their standardized testing is. So it's very unfortunate. So how can I hear your review on Supernatural again? What do you mean my review on what are you talking about? Oh, okay. Damn, you get paid that much just to mod? What do you do though? Like, are you? I don't. I don't have enough people to like warrant like any responsibility. I'm just wondering what you do for them. What are you looking? I'll end it soon. Don't worry. She reading my comments. I'm pretty good. How are you? See you. Why are you looking at me like that? Damn. I see how it is. Okay, I don't know about that one. Bam, farm close to them. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. What are you talking about, Fluffy Kitty? I'm so confused. AI is dangerous. What do you mean AI is dangerous? The bot can do anything? Okay. Why are you calling me out? What are you talking about? You guys are... To what? Like, take the data? What are they doing? I mean, like, the most valuable part of, like, ChatGPT is not really, like... It's the data, because they can learn so much from it. But yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna end the stream now because I'm getting tired. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll probably be on the stream later, so I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for a fun stream. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day.